Good evening, esteemed viewers. This is Southern Media. Mr. Bala, let us look at the Trump sanctioning ICC. He's talking about International Criminal Court of Justice. And the reason is not far-fetched. Remember that before now, ICC sanctioned Netayahu, Benjamin Netanyahu, talking about the Prime Minister of Israel. And at a point, they declare him persona non grata and they issued the arrest warrant against him. But Trump is coming out to say ICC have no mandate, have no authority, have no jurisdiction over United States of America. And what they are doing is infringing on the right of America and its ally, Israel. People have been asking, should Trump come hard on ICC? And people are even saying, by extension, since the Jew are friends or have a relationship with Biafra, that this sanctioning of ICC because of Netayahu, Israel, that the Igbos, Biafrans, will benefit from it. Most especially as currently we have Susan Vile, who was a lobbyist of Nnamdi Kanu, currently working as chief of staff to Donald Trump. Let me get your immediate reaction.
You see, let us say the truth. If you come into international body, like a World Health Organization, like United Nations, this ICC, International Criminal Court, and the International Court of Justice, sometimes they play a role that when you look at it, it looks like they are one-sided.
You know, it's because of Gaza that ICC sanctioned Benjamin Netanyahu.
ICC did not do well by sanctioning Benjamin Netanyahu. Let us say the truth. Because Benjamin Netanyahu or Israel or Jews are not the cause of this problem. They should go down to the root about December, I think December 20.
Okay, that invasion.
Yes. They should go down to that December issue of, I think, 2024.
But in all of this.
2022.
But wait, in all of this, since how do you think the Biafra can benefit from Trump government, seeing that he's already coming hard on anything against the Jew? Of course, I understand that the Igbos are Jew.
You see, if you watch, Donald Trump is just like Moses.
You describe him as Moses?
I describe it like Moses.
Of the Bible?
Of the Bible, who liberated Israel, whom God used to liberate Israel from Egypt. He's just like that. Donald Trump is just like a staff in the hand of God to liberate the people that are oppressed, to liberate people that are injustice were placed upon them by these international bodies. If Netanyahu, if ICC can place sanction or warrant arrest on Netanyahu, why can't he done it to Nigeria?
So you see a possibility of that?
Yes, to Nigerian government. Look at Boko Haram. Look at Fulani herdsmen. All of them are killing indigenous people of Nigeria, and people are dying. And the government of the day from 2015 up to date have not done anything. To this extent, even Nigerian army themselves were wiping up by Boko Haram.
Because of what you just mentioned, let me just bring this angle. Because Scott Perry, talking about Air Force Commander of America for Africa and Europe, said that American Air Force will come and bomb terrorists in Africa. Talk of ISIS, and we know we have Boko Haram here in Nigeria, we have ISWAP in Nigeria. Though he said
even Al-Qaeda have them in Nigeria.
Yes, though he said Nigeria and United States of America have been partnering before now. But how do you see America coming to intervene in Africa in terms of fighting terrorism? If
really Donald Trump government will come really with a wholehearted, pure heart to fight terrorism in Africa, it will come to an end. But why I'm saying this, if you watch this Boko Haram, even American Chief Air Force implicate past American government. Obama and Joe Biden, they are the ones sponsoring Boko Haram. I mean Boko Haram. He said this open.
No. What you are saying is the time they talk about US aid.
US aid, yes.
To
Africa.
How it's being used to fund Boko Haram.
Boko Haram.
Fund ISIS.
Yes. This is why I tell you, if if Trump government will come up sincerely to to come against terrorism in Africa, mostly in Nigeria, it will come to an end.
But Mr. Okpara, remember that the part of reason we are seeing agitation for the sovereign state of Biafra is the essence of full enhancement. And currently, if Trump or rather American government is to come into Nigeria to fight terrorists and decimate them, wipe them off, do you think that will bring solace to the Igbo man, to the Biafra man, to say, yes, let me have my place in Nigeria?
No, it cannot bring the Igbos to return back to Nigeria or Biafran to return back to Nigeria. Let us say the sincerity. This Biafran issue has become a bone to Nigeria that will not be healed, or else to remove that bone. It has become a nail or needle into Nigerian bone that cannot be healed unless you remove it. And how can you remove it? Let them go. So I don't think there's any amendment in Nigeria. Let us say the fact. I don't think there's any amendment in Nigeria or restructuring in Nigeria will make common Igbo man to feel happy. Apart from the people in the corridor of power. Apart from the people in the corridor of power. But any common Igbo man or common Biafra, United States of Biafra, will feel happy.
But let us see.
So now, and bear in mind that if Biafrans go, United States of Biafra go, still we have Nigeria. And if terrorism or Boko Haram or whatever, Asia Biafran enhancement are not stopped, still the remaining indigenous people of Nigeria will continue to suffer. Therefore, it's the best for it to stop.
Okay, let us look at the decision of Trump to take over Gaza. Because he has said he's going to take over Gaza. Then secondly, you help us look at what his Trump's position with respect to Ukraine and Russia. Because Trump is saying he's going to meet with Russian president talking about Putin and that Zelensky should not be part of the conversation. He says Zelensky have no card. Of course, that Kremlin, Putin, talking about Russia, have taken a large portion of
Eastern Ukraine.
Ukraine, as such that it is only Russia that have what it takes to bargain. And he's equally asking that the Zelensky should allow America some access to their natural resources, soil natural resources, as a way of compensating them for the billions of dollars they spent for them during the last president, Joe Biden. Do you see the position of Trump as a welcome development?
Yes, the position of Trump is a welcome development.
Shutting Zelensky out of the conversation.
Yes, yes. You know why? Because even in Ukraine, the remaining Ukraine, Zelensky have lost credibility. Zelensky in current remaining Ukraine, they saw him as a tyrant. They saw him as a dictator. They saw him as a man who don't have focus. They saw him as a man who cannot save Ukraine, the remaining Ukraine. And if Donald Trump did not go and mellow Russia down and allow and let Putin talk word of sympathy to Putin, to have sympathy on Ukraine, if he allowed the war to continue, I'm telling you, in the next 2 years, Russia will have border with Poland. Russia will have border with where is these people? The next country. Those countries that have border with the current Ukraine will have border with Russia. And
are you saying because currently even Ukraine is making inroad into Russia, seizing some land?
They are not making inroad to the Russia. You hold ground today, the next tomorrow they wipe you off and collect the ground. Then you come another surprise encroachment. What they do is encroachment. When they encroach into Russian territory, Russia will push them out and collect the land. You cannot tell me that Russia will be capturing the whole eastern Ukraine and they allow it to come from the west and conquer them. What Ukraine is doing is a encroachment to divert away the front line, to divert Russian attention away from the front line. The place they are doing the encroachment, it's not the front line. Therefore, I think Donald Trump meant good.
Do you support Trump for this?
Yes, I support Trump. He made good for Ukraine people, not Zelensky. He is making good favor for the remaining Ukraine. Not to become refugees in their own country.
Now, last thing on this, let me ask you this. What Donald Trump is doing for Israel? Because Israel is due the same thing with Biafra. Do you think by extension you can do it for Biafra?
You see, Trump have said it, that any nation or group of people fighting the right cause to exist, he will support them.
And it's Biafra in that category?
Biafra is in that category. Because look at it, from 1967, apart from the Holocaust, from 1966 downwards to 1936, but from 1967, May 30, 1967, when Ojukwu declared Biafra, from that day up to now, we are still on the course of Biafra, fighting to get themselves. If you look at the period, Biafra is supposed to be on their own. If you look at the period, a reasonable leader in the world supposed to say, let these people go, because they have determination to go. They have fought enough to go. They have done everything to go. Let them go. So Donald Trump can do it, because what the period Biafra have struggled, what the period Biafra have fight, even now in the guerrilla war, they fought the first on conventional war. Now it's guerrilla war, and people are dying. Why can't you let them go so that there be peace on both sides? There be peace. It's just like as we emphasize on Ukraine. If had it been Obama did not cause the war in 2014, it was when this started. Obama brought a coup and removed Russian Ukraine was the president, and they stole their puppet, Zelensky, whom they can control. Obama is the problem of Ukraine and Russia today.
You are quick to blame somebody. You are already blaming Obama on this.
Yes, because it was the government agitated this war.
You think Obama will be happy with your position?
If you like, let him be happy. If they don't like, let him be angry.
It's not speculation you are speculating.
I'm not speculation. It's in the documentary. Go and watch it. That make Russia to enter in 2014. After 2014, they reached agreement and they said, give us 8 years. Let the eastern Ukraine, which are Russia, to decide on referendum whether to remain in Russia, whether to remain on their own, or whether to still remain in Ukraine. Not knowing that they are fleeing Russia. They went and take that 8 years and build Ukraine, build the bunker for Zelensky, do everything, build Ukraine army. They build in, they train them in the UK, they train them in Russia, even in Poland. And Emmanuel Macron was part of the signatory of that ceasefire in 2014. And German Chancellor, that woman, Angela, that have retired now, they were the signatory on that thing. They stand and witness it and sign for that ceasefire for 8 years. Now, they went in the name of NATO. They went in the name of European Union. They went in the name of ally to Zelensky and caused mayhem. And Zelensky allowed his country to use as a guinea fowl for testing of weapon, which Donald Trump wanted to stop now. With the right thing to save human life. And Donald Trump can do it to Biafra and Nigeria to save life both in Biafra and Nigeria, to let Biafra go. The Israel-Gaza conflict or
but lastly, before I let you go,
Hamas conflict,
I wanted to
it's still caused by America, but not Donald Trump. You understand me?
Okay, let me bring this and
now, that land, the problem is United Nations. You cannot bring two nations and jam them in one land.
I understand that, but let me bring this angle before I let you go. Perhaps the last question. Because if you look at what is happening between Russia and Ukraine, Russia call it special military operation. The world see it as an invasion. And the world say it could have been avoidable if Kremlin had told the line of peace and conversation on a round table. Do you believe that it's an invasion or special military operation?
It's a special military operation. Because if you are me or I am you, I will not allow my enemy to come and build nuclear weapon at my backyard. Because that's where Obama and Joe Biden are heading to. That corrupt government, past government of America and the European Union and NATO. Remember, before the dismantling of Soviet Union, there was an agreement that no country that come out from Soviet Union will join European Union. They signed and seal it that no country from Soviet Union will join European Union, neither to join NATO. They sign and agree. Now, NATO want to build their military base in Ukraine. Therefore, they want Ukraine to be part of European Union. From that place, they enter NATO, which America will mount under Obama and Joe Biden will mount their missile in Ukraine, which Russia said no. That's what all the whole problem. Which Russia said it cannot happen because.
So is it a case of when two elephants fight, the grass will
suffer, and the Ukraine, first are making Ukraine to beat the grass.
Thank you very much.
Remember, I have not finished. Remember, in the time of Cold War, when Russia based on Cuba, America was crying, totally crying. They don't want it. Russia want to build military base in Mexico. America cried, they don't want it. But now Joe Biden and Obama want to build their base in Ukraine, which is impossible. Now America is Alaska. America owns Alaska. How many miles from Alaska to Russia? How many miles?
Now, conclusively, Mr. Okpara, do you support Donald Trump when he say Ukraine, for the millions of dollars we are giving to you, or rather billions of dollars we are giving to you under Joe Biden, you are going to give us a large amount or some amount of your natural resources to pay back? Are you in support of it?
I'm in support of it.
Now, lastly, are you in support of this perhaps conversation that will be coming out anytime soon to mediate peace between Ukraine and Russia, that Ukraine is shut out of the conversation, only Kremlin, talking about Russia, Putin, will be on the table?
Yes. You know why I say yes? Because if you watch Zelensky is already handicapped. He cannot do any resistance. He cannot do anything. Even though he cannot contribute it. Estonia have a spy. He's no more Ukraine president, but he forced himself to be Ukraine president.
Now, lastly, let me ask
you. And Russia is the one. Russia is the one that is holding the yam and holding the knife now. So it is easy to play to Russia to mellow down. You cannot play to.
Now, let me ask you this, because Trump is calling Zelensky a dictator.
Yes, that's what he is. Because Estonia have a spy. No, okay, look at it. All the whole strong politicians in Ukraine have run away. The one that did not run away, they are in detention. Zelensky is trying to make, as he's trying to hold election at any moment, he's trying to make sure that he'll be the only presidential candidate, that no opposition. And the only opposition there was the man, a Russian man, Russian man they overthrew. I have forgot his name. Was the only
Ukraine, when you say Ukraine Russian man, is it not an intruder? Is it not a betrayer? Is it not an impostor?
It's not an impostor. It's not an impostor. Everything is part of the war game.
Thank you very much. This is a place.
Now I'm coming. It was only this man is available now challenging Zelensky, and Zelensky started to make a law to prohibit him.
To prohibit.
To prohibit him not to talk. If he talk, detention. Which everybody said no in Ukraine Parliament now.
Thank you very much, Mr. Okpara.
Thank you.
This is a good place to let it go.
Thank you.
If you permit me.
My fans, God bless every one of you in Jesus' name. Shall be well with all of us in Jesus' name. Every nation fighting for good liberation to liberate themselves, they shall succeed in Jesus' name. I'm praying for peace, not for war. Therefore, let the peace be everywhere in the world. That's
Thank you very much.
Part of good development.
Thank you very much.
May God bless every one of us in Jesus' name. Amen.